Congratulations to you both. First of all, we're my home office. Naomi, I have my Impossible poster right
Oh,
behind me.
yay.
One of the best performances in movies of all time. Thank you both for your time today. I absolutely love true stories, and especially ones when animals are involved. And I took my honeymoon in Australia. So if anything, it's making me dying to go back to Australia post-COVID. So congratulations again to you both. You know, I know that there's always this unpredictability factor when you're working with an animal, even though they're trained. And while I'm watching the film, I'm just wondering if there was any happy accidents that happened with the magpie during filming that, you know, that just ended up being kept in. Naomi, I'll start with you.
There were many, and some not so happy accidents. Yeah, accidents right there on my head. But
oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that.
yes, plenty. But yeah, it was very much a gamble every day, a roll of the dice. What are we going to get? It's beautifully written on the page. It sounds great, but who knows if this can be pulled off, this kind of trick. You know, things like pulling out the tea bag or sitting on the cheese grater as you're grating the carrot, and you know, so and then like these moments, like that moment on the chest, how do you get that level of trust that the bird, or no animal really likes to go on their back, and so to have that stillness, it did take trust and patience, and you just never knew what you were going to get. But yeah, roll of the dice. Sometimes we'd get something even more beautiful than was what was written on the page, and other times it was like, oh, let's leave this now and try for something else.
Andrew, for you, was there any happy accidents when you were filming with the magpie?
Yeah, I mean, a friend of mine who was in 101 Dalmatians, he said, learn your lines back to front, because when the dogs get it right, we're moving on. So I knew that, you know, that was the nature of the game, is that whatever you're given, you go with. And there was a time in the tree, I don't know if it made the cut, but there was this, what's the name of that tree, Naomi? It's a beautiful... Frangipani tree. Yeah, and the frangipani tree. And it just, we got lucky, and it just came, and it was supposed to just hop on my hand, but it went all the way around on my shoulder and down the other arm. And I remember it was a scene that I wasn't in fact. The boy who plays Noah, Griffin, who's a lovely, beautiful boy and really connected with the birds as well, quicker than most. And I remember him being on the trampoline, and I just was watching the monitor and watching what they were filming, this interaction between the child, that sort of innocence, and the wild. And I just thought, oh my God, I could watch this for hours. I love this. So yeah, I think that's at the part of the film.
Yeah, no, it is 100%. It was an amazing scene. You know, animals are life-changing. Like I said, I love movies with animals. I have 2 new puppies downstairs that were huge for me after our first rescue dog passed away last year. And I'm curious for you, even though the extremes of the film are different for the Bloom family, what's, you know, an animal maybe in your life, either now or in the past, that's just really impacted you that way? For me, it's probably my rescue dog, Oscar. Naomi, I'll start with you.
Yeah, we got a new puppy during COVID. Like many other people, we rescued a dog, and it was exactly the right, you know, what we needed, because you know, we were depressed from not seeing our friends and isolated, and we just needed something to help us shift our thinking a little bit. But I also
my friend Kylie adopted from Toby's Small Dog Rescue too.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yes, it's an amazing rescue in LA. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we have her, and we also still have Bob, who's my 21-year-old Yorkshire Terrier.
21. Oh my gosh, amazing. He's so good.
He's deaf and blind. And you know, what's that?
I was going to say, what's that in dog years? That's 2007.
About that.
20, yeah, exactly. Andrew, for you, really quick, is there a special animal from, you know, that you've had in your past or currently?
Oh, I've had loads as well. I mean, Boona was my cat, our cat, and we lost him a couple of years ago, but we had this extraordinary and very sad, it's a sad story, but then we're dealing in sad, aren't we? And we got a little kitten called Zeus from Greece, shipped him because he was a stray, and my daughter saw him outside the restaurant hotel that we was in, and just said, he doesn't have a mother, you know, did one of those. And so we had to, so we shipped him all the way, and I wanted to call him Costas because he cost us a lot of money, to ship him across Europe. And he made it here. But then when lockdown happened, he just had a wanderlust, this poor little animal, because he was a ginger. We called him the Ginger Ninja, and he was one of the most characterful. He sort of burned brightly, but sadly he got run over, and
So awful.
it was awful. It was, so we had, yeah, in lockdown, in the first lockdown. So, you know, no matter, you sort of try and explain so much away to children as a parent, don't you? But this one you just can't, you know, it's one of those ones. And so that was all. But it hasn't stopped us from, you know, we any animal that is, you know, is in our house within seconds.
I'm just blessed that my two dogs downstairs aren't completely yapping during this entire interview. Thank you both so much for your time today. I think that this is a beautiful film that, again, I think that, like you said, like children and families who have kind of not necessarily been in these extremes, but can relate to the animal of just being the heart of the family. Thank you both for your time. Andrew, here's my To Me, Your Perfect candle that it's been in my office forever. My husband gave this to me. So I'm a fan of you both for a long time. Thank you for your time today, and please stay safe.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.